Hello and welcome to this episode of the Retail Is podcast. I'm your host, Joey Morgan, and today's episode is sponsored by Valpak. Valpak is at the heart of communities across America, helping people save, businesses grow, and neighborhoods thrive. It provides print and digital advertising through a network of 140 local markets across the United States. Today's guest is Abby Schiano. She is actually the newest member of the Retail Alliance team. More specifically, she is working on LOVEVA. Abby, thanks for being on the show.
You're welcome, Joey. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's nice to be in the office where you are every day, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do for LOVEVA?
So I, like you said, am LOVEVA's marketing coordinator, which means I'm the one you see on social media. You might have seen videos of me if you follow us. I also post a few times a week, and every day I put a story on Instagram. I do more than social media, though. I also send out some newsletters, and I help LOVEVA users with any problems they might have and brainstorm with my team on how to make the app better, stuff like that.
We think we've all seen you on the reels now. I know every once in a while you went into it. What happened? You went into Prince Books recently, and what happened?
Yeah, I went into Prince Books and she was like, "Oh, I recognized you immediately from Instagram." And I was like, yeah.
You're so famous now.
I know, I had almost signed an autograph, but didn't.
But they didn't want it?
No, it was weird.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the LOVEVA program is?
So the LOVEVA program is a buy local rewards app, and it helps consumers in the Hampton Roads find local businesses that they can shop at and then rewards them for shopping locally. And so how it works is if you shop at a local business that's on LOVEVA, for example, Cure Coffee House is the first thing that comes into my mind. You get your coffee, they have a QR code, a LOVEVA QR code, you scan it and you earn a heart. And then once you get 5 hearts, you can get a reward. So if you got 5 hearts and you want to redeem it at Cure, you get a free coffee.
What kind of rewards are there?
So there's free coffees, there's free drinks. There's a lot of them are like discounts, 25% off, 30%, buy one, get one free, those types of stuff.
What is your favorite reward right now?
Oh, thanks for asking.
I know this because she talks about it all the time at work.
I've recently gotten into plants. And so McDonald Garden Center is one of our LOVEVAs. And their reward is a free plant up to $6 value, which is like, they have so many that are under $6. And so I got a free plant a few weekends ago, and it's beautiful, and it's like lavender. It's not lavender, but it's the color lavender. It's really nice. So
I've strategically placed my camera to hide the dead plants that are happening over here. I need to water those. So tell us a little bit about your background. Where did you go to school? What's your education in?
So I went to Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia for my undergrad, and I got a bachelor's in English and creative writing. From there, I realized I did not really know what to do with my life yet. And so I went to grad school in New York City, where I got my master's in publishing. And so I lived there for only about like 6 or 7 months until COVID booted me back to Virginia Beach, which is where I'm from.
Okay. So what brought you to LOVEVA? Just applying for jobs out there?
Right. So once we went virtual for my schooling and I came back home, I was like, what is something that I can do from anywhere? Because there's not like publishing houses in Virginia Beach. And I really enjoyed my marketing classes. So I just kept taking marketing classes and applied for marketing jobs. And that's how I came across the LOVEVA marketing coordinator position. And I've always really wanted a job where I felt like I was making some sort of impact, not like just like a job at like a Target. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to like know that this job would be helping people, and that's kind of what drew me to it.
Nice. How has it been meeting all these new business owners? Because I imagine that's a big part of your job. I say imagine. I know it's a big part of her job. She works with us, but I always thought that's got to be pretty interesting. I know when I started, it was cool meeting all these different business owners out in the community.
Right. And we've only really recently started going out a bunch, and it's been just really cool because when you meet someone who owns their own business, it's just like, it's so obvious the passion they have for it and how much they love it and love what they're doing. And so like when you go into like a Starbucks or a Walmart, I don't mean to name drop, but big corporations, you're not really attaching like a face to it. And so it's like, it's not as intimate as when you go, like, you're kind of helping someone now because you're shopping at their business kind of thing. Does that make sense?
No, it does, definitely. Yeah, I've felt the same way when it's just that connection when you go to
Right.
someone local. It's just nice to meet these people so passionate about everything that they're doing.
Mhm.
All right, so we've talked a little bit about what the LOVEVA program does. We're gonna have to touch a bit on why people would want to shop local. What are some of the key talking points about shopping local and why it's valuable?
Well, talking money wise, when you shop local, the money you're spending and earning in your community stays in your community. It's not going to go out to all these different places. It's like, for example, if a farmer grows local produce, they sell it to a local restaurant. The local restaurant uses those ingredients. They cook it, sell it to people, people buy it, and then they're also paying their local employees. And then, not to mention, the restaurant can get supplies from their local hardware store. So it's just, it's a cycle, and that's what your money is staying local because they're shopping local just like you.
And we are rewarding people for doing that.
We sure are.
What a great little app that we have developed here. So your role with LOVEVA is primarily marketing. You are the
Yes.
marketing coordinator, so you're really working on trying to spread the word about LOVEVA. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that strategy has been and what you've been focusing on?
So it's no secret that social media is the best way for really anyone to get anything out there. And so we've put a lot of our focus and energy into Instagram because that seems to be where a lot of our audience is, not only business owners, but consumers, which is who we want to have the app.
Why do you think Instagram is the
I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know. I think it's just the mix of everything that's available, like pictures, videos, stories that go away. It's kind of like a melting pot of all social media into one. And so
it really has grown much beyond. Like, I know
yeah.
when it was just about the pictures, but it seems like that's becoming the place to be nowadays.
And I think that's their goal. I think they want to become the be all end all app, and they have like shopping on there now too, which is great.
Yes.
I know that like some of our boutiques sell their products right from Instagram because they'll post a picture and they'll tag their products and someone can purchase it right there.
That's something business owners really should be aware of and start looking at, because that's going to be big. So sorry to interrupt, go back to the strategy. So you are on Instagram, you're focusing a lot on right now.
Yeah. And so how we kind of, when I started, Joey and we created a social media plan where like we'll post 2 pictures a week, just like regular pictures, and then post like one carousel, which is kind of if you follow us on Instagram, it's like the solid color and it's like you swipe through it. And then we started to make reels. And reels we've incorporated heavily into our strategy because the people that we reach and the amount of accounts that we reach with reels was insane compared to our normal posting.
It truly was. Do you remember that very first one where we were looking at the insights from week to week?
Right. Like if I can provide a visual with my fingers, like it would be like this little for like a regular post, but then like that didn't make sense, but you get it.
It went up. For those of you just listening and not watching, she had a very small finger held off to one side and then shot it up way high.
Yep.
And that's what our insights looked like. It went, I think it was like a 6,000% increase after that wheel went off.
We were like starstruck at ourselves.
I'll tell you, the instinct was, okay, well, we're only doing reels ever again.
Yeah, Joey wanted me to post a reel every single day, and
we did learn that reels take a bit of time.
They do. There's a lot of creative energy.
But since then, what have we been doing with reels?
So if you follow us on Instagram and you see our reels, you may have noticed Joey and I's presence was really heavy in them at first. which was fine. It was great. It was fun. We had fun doing it. But we realized that when we started to make with Cure Coffee House, we made like a montage just of their coffee shop. And I threw a little audio over it that was really nice, and that reel hit 10K like within hours. And we'd never, ever, ever reached that number before. And so we did it again with, we did the beer one.
Yes, the Drufen.
We did a similar reel with Drufen Drinks Delivered, where it was just a montage of their July brew box, and it did the same thing. And so it became very obvious people really liked that like visual with the audio and the nice like montage-esque rather than cute videos of me and Joey being goofy.
Yeah, they were fun. Well, I guess the lesson with that would definitely be that we came to that conclusion by trying a bunch of things. We came up with a strategy for LOVEVA for their Instagram account, which was very focused on a pattern. And we did the pattern so it would be easy for you to find the content. Because if you don't do a pattern, sometimes it may just be hard to just on the spot think what you're going to want to do each time. But if you have a pattern, you're able to know like, okay, I need a carousel in 5 days. I need a blog post in 5 days. I need a picture. I need a video. I need a reel. And then we just kept experimenting. We kept playing around with different reels, trying to get on the trends. That was a big thing that you're always still focusing on. That was one of the big tips that I thought was interesting that you would be nice to share, and why you do it is you choose the audio for these now highlight reels very specifically, right? What do you choose?
Yeah, so Instagram Reels is cool because they have all these audios you can use, and it'll show you how many reels were made with that specific audio. And you don't want to like piggyback on people's stuff, but at the same time, that's what a trend is. And it's more likely to be pushed out to people if you're using that trending audio. And so I very meticulously find them that do well because I want it to get in front of the broadest audience it can.
Yes, nice. Let's help out some people doing Instagram, specifically reels. Think about this for a little bit. What kind of tips do you maybe have? Like some of like the things that you've learned that are just like, okay, so much easier to do it this way. You don't have to make so hard. And do you have any tips?
Yes. So I found that when I go to different businesses, I will just be in there for a little bit and record a bunch of videos. I don't have any direction in mind. I'm just taking a bunch of like 5-second videos of just different products, different areas. I don't think about it because if you think about it while you're doing it, I think it's really easy to be bogged down in the details. So as long as you're just getting the content, you can later go back and put it all together in a nice way. That is very specific to what we're doing. Do you want anything different? Another answer?
No, that's great. I mean, yeah, I've sort of started seeing these little highlight reels we're doing as just like, they're not like, go to our Instagram page, which is
Local
LOVEVA. Good. That was a test to see if she knew. No, of course you would know. Go to our page, check out the reels, and you'll see they're very simple. They're very easy, and they're almost just like, I don't know, this is like a good analogy, but it's just like a picture. It's just a little picture, and it has the caption. You don't have to have a storyline. You don't have to have anything like that. We're just showing how cool these places are to nice little music that people like. And it's something anybody could do for their business. If you can do it for any of the products you're selling, you can do it for events that you've put on. It's a pretty fast way to get some reels. And as we've seen, and I'm sure you guys will too, if you start it, reels are big.
As a caveat though, the Instagram algorithm is really unpredictable. Just because we had 5 reels in a row that hit 10K does not mean they will all do that. And that's the thing I have to tell myself, because sometimes I'll post a reel and within a few hours, it'll either hit 11K or not even hit 100. And I've been learning to not take that personally.
Great advice for everybody.
That is something, if you're like me and you really like to succeed, that's just it's out of your control.
what has been the mantra for LOVEVA's Instagram that I always stress and say over and over? Consistency.
Consistency is key.
That's all we're worried about right now is consistency. The algorithm is going to do its own thing, but you can't be included in the algorithm if you're not posting consistently.
And you can do all the research you want and make sure you're doing everything right. Like Joey and I just gave you tips. Just stick with that, and then it's up to fate. I don't know.
You'll be rewarded for the effort. So
I will like your videos.
Yes,
So,
well, yeah, we'll always like your videos. Oh, and there's another good tip for you is when you're making a reel or a post is consider who you would tag with them. If you are a LOVEVA, tag us. What other tips do you have for that, for when you're tagging? And that's not a hashtag. That means you're actually adding somebody.
yeah, so when I, for example, did a reel of the murals in the neon district around us on Granby Street, I made sure to tag the neon district. I made sure to tag downtown Norfolk. And then I even went so far as to tag each individual artist featured in the mural, because the more people you tag, the more likely it is they're going to share it to their audience, and it just expands your reach.
You got to be, just a little advice for that would be reasonable with that. Tag people that are relevant to it. You just don't want to tag, Virginia because you're in Virginia. Tag, if you're a Norfolk business, tag Norfolk. If you're part of downtown Norfolk, the downtown 757 accounts, tag those, and that'll help your reach a little bit. So back to the LOVEVA program, what do you have planned for the future? What are you hoping to do soon as far as promoting it and growing it?
So as COVID restrictions go away, or I don't know.
Hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed, sorry. We so far have been getting out there more and getting to talk to people and telling people about our app. And I know that just when I go to places and people ask what I'm doing or like what my shirt is, it's really nice to be able to just talk to them and like one-on-one connection sort of thing. And I know that's only getting like a few people at a time, but I think it's really meaningful to talk to people. And so our plans is to do that on a more like bigger level by going out and maybe like setting up shop at like a coffee shop or a store and just kind of being able to talk to people as they come in, because they're going in and shopping locally, so they might as well have our app, I think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, more of a get into the community and meet people face to face. If we're not going to be in more reels, we got to do something and make sure everybody knows exactly who Happy is.
Right.
Yes. Great. So if someone wants to learn more about LOVEVA, what do they do?
Well, my first thing is to go to our Instagram, because when I started, I made sure that our LOVEVA Instagram tells you a lot of information, because I think that's a big place people are going to go. And we have an FAQ on there. I would go to our website, bealocallova.com. Tells you a lot about it. But honestly, I think the best thing is just to download the app and figure it out there.
That's a good solution. The app has everything you need. And then for all the business owners out there listening, if you are already part of LOVEVA, make sure to go and bring up your store. Check out the app. If there's anything you'd like to change, if you'd like to change your cover image, your logo, your hours, your description, just email Abby at.
My email?
Yes.
LOVEVA's.
Oh, your email. Yeah, we'll give them right to you.
Schiano at retailalliance.com.
How do you spell that?
SCHIANO.
Yep, and you could also do it at LOVEVA@retailalliance.com. But yeah, let us know, or just contact your member advisor. Reach out to any of us. You can call Retail Alliance, and we will get that updated for you. And if you are not part of LOVEVA and you're a Retail Alliance member, let us know too. Let's see if we can't get you on the app, because ideally, this thing's only growing more and more each day. Yeah, all right.
Almost 2,000 followers on Instagram.
There we go. I'm excited for that day. I'm interested to see what we do when we hop out. We're gonna have a pizza party. Is that a plan? All right. Well, Abby, thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, thank you so much for having me.
Great. All right. Well, everyone, make sure to download LOVEVA. If you're already part of it, check your listing, and we will see you next time. Thank you.